everybody, and welcome back to SCDCENT presents The Aged Woman, and I am that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today to kick it with you ladies with another topic. And today I want to talk to you guys about jobs and working, right? Because we all got a job, I have a job, because we all need to get paid and everything, right? And that is totally understandable. But the only thing about working jobs is that it just absolutely sucks. I absolutely hate working. Lord have mercy, I hate working. I'm not even gonna lie. I absolutely hate working because I don't believe in working hard, I don't believe in working hard. I believe in working smart, but I don't believe in working hard. And when you believe in working smart, the way that you work might not make sense to everybody because a lot of people is just used to working hard. They don't really think about what is expected of them. They don't use processing. They don't really, they don't think. And what I find is that what I have found working in multiple, parameters of the workforce is that, they want you to work hard. And they want you to work like you're stupid. And when you're not willing to work like you're stupid, they like that because then you become more efficient. But the problem is when you are ambitious and you want to move up, right? Because once you start working and they're comfortable with your position, if you're not just, totally unambitious, you're going to get tired of being in that same position all the time, especially when you need some more money or you looking for a reason to get some more money. So, and it's like it's a dead end job. It's a dead end job. And most jobs are just dead end jobs to just keep you at a certain position forever and keep somebody else over you forever. And I'm telling you, to me, that just sounds like oppression. I don't like it, and like I say, and it's really hard for me to respect my boss when I'm smarter than her, when I know that I got more common sense than she do, but because she was able to go to college just a little bit longer than I was, I got to stay in this position forever, so I have a really hard time with that. Let you know I'm a Sagittarius, so you can understand my kind of mindset, if you guys do that astrology thing. Being the person that I am, I'm just very upfront and honest about, what I think. And I can't do it. I worked at several different places that I've had straight racist experiences. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't know that I was even under racist experiences at my other job before I left Savannah. Because that's where I'm originally from. When I left Savannah, I didn't even know I was being oppressed at that current job because I didn't know it. And then once I left Savannah, I moved to North Carolina, and then I began to notice it's like, oh my God, these people are like really racist. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what else to call it, So I was like, it's not a whole lot that I could do. But when it hinders me. It hinders me from being able to live the kind of life I want to live, because I'm not a servant. I'm not gonna serve. I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? I run the show. That's just what I do. I'm a leader, and I'm always gonna be a leader. But you can't take advantage of me. You know what I'm saying? So I usually have issues with jobs that I have to work with other folks and things, because people they don't understand your leadership style. They don't understand that your interest in what you see needs to be done may not be their interest. You know what I'm saying? Their interest might be totally different from yours, but their interest is to drag you. And you're like, no, because we need to do it like this because you're putting extra stress on me that I don't need. And it's always some pushback. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us in these doctors' offices and dealing with these nations of people, we go through it because it's always some drama. But the reason why it's always drama at work is because we need to stop associating with folks like that at work. We need to keep our business to ourselves when it comes to our workplace. That way they don't have nothing on you. They don't have nothing to say about you because they don't know none of your business. The only person who can tell somebody at work your business is you, because you bringing it there. You have to learn to be way more professional and think ahead of these people, and set yourself at a standard. If you let them know from the rip, I'm trying to do this job and get my money and go home, and keep it like that. That's not being rude. That's just how it's supposed to be. Your job is you were not put on earth to work forever, and until you can really find your purpose and relieve yourself from this workforce, and be able to support yourself with your hands without the assistance of other people helping you, you just stuck. But I want to help you navigate through it because it's very frustrating. And the thing is, we give so much of our life to our job, and our job really don't give us nothing, and we sacrifice so much. We sacrifice not being able to care for our children properly. We sacrifice our relationships. We sacrifice our youth, our whole life, just being able to enjoy our life. We sacrifice all of that just to have a job, and then in the end, the job really stagnates us and tears us down, and really, we able to live good, but what kind of quality of life is that? So you guys have got to shift the narrative and begin to think about releasing yourself, if possible, from the thresholds of being attached to corporate America. Learn to find something that you want to do with your hands, that you can create, where you could develop your own source of income, whatever it may be. There are so many needs. There are so many needs right now in our community that you could fulfill right now if you really just thought about it and put forth an effort and network, And I would like us to begin to think like that, because you have a whole life. And you ladies who have kids, you're missing so much of your kids' life because you're chasing this bag and trying to provide a good life for them. But who is filling your position as their mother? They don't have one. You cannot tell me that you're a good mother when you don't have nothing but 4 hours to see your kid. Most of the time they're in school, then you at work, and then when you come home, if you ain't got no man, you stressed out and upset, and you don't feel like dealing with the kids, and at any point you liable to blow. So you're really not a good mother, and you got baby daddy issues. So at this point, we're going to take a break, and I'll be right back. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Age Woman Podcast, and I'm that lady, Miss Nicole, talking to you today about working these jobs, out here in this workforce, trying to navigate and deal with people. When you have foolish-minded people who rule over you, trying to tell you what to do, I'm just going to let you know you're not crazy. A lot of times, their processes and procedures and stuff that they have going on, it don't even make no damn sense. They don't even understand how to make their stuff work. But they want you to come in and figure it out and be this mathematical, wizardical genius. But once you've done all that and fixed all their problems and issues and stuff, then they want to have an attitude with you when you start feeling yourself like, hey, if I can do this here, then I should be managing the joint. I should be running the show. Why am I taking orders from someone who don't even know the job better than I do? You see what I'm saying? So once you get to that point and you tired of that, you tired of going through the motions with these people, you know what I'm saying? You really get to the point where you like, man, I got to find a way out of this. I'm just really going to be painting myself, and you ain't going to be happy. You ain't going to be happy. And who the hell want to be in a career or work a job where they ain't even happy? If you smart and if you love yourself a teaspoon, you're not going to allow yourself to be subjected to having to stay at a job that you don't like. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Nobody is gonna work a job and be in a situation for too long that they're not happy with. And if they are doing that, they're gonna take their frustration out on everybody around them. People who are unhappy in their work environments at home life tend to lash out at people in other ways. So, And a lot of times we really paint ourselves into a corner because we don't have no fall, we don't have no backup plan. Our husbands and being in a relationship with somebody that's on the same level as you to a certain extent is usually, the backup plan. Then you can afford to, make moves and really consider your career choices and things. But we just jump out there so fast and instantly start, just going 100 miles an hour. We don't really think things through. We really don't think things through as we should. And that is definitely like a problem for us, We're not thinking things through, and we paint ourselves in the corners where we have to stay in these positions and deal with these people and really don't even have a way to even entertain starting your own business or really just living the quality of life that you would like, So, and we do it to ourselves. One thing that I knew about when I was going back to school was that I knew that a nurse was a calling. A nurse was a calling because nurses do not have days off. They're nurses. Their life is taking care of people. 12-hour shifts, 14-hour shifts, 24-hour shifts. And that's the calling on their life. My life. I can't give nobody. There's no amount of money that you can offer me to get that kind of time out of me. I may give you 8 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. But you know what I'm saying? When you have these dreams of living multi-million-dollar homes and this and this, and you start setting yourself up to chase these dreams, you don't have a choice. Unless you begin to think about other possibilities for making money and sustaining yourself. We have all got to think about that one day. Our job is not going to last forever. Programs change. Things are becoming more automated these days. Pretty soon your job may be replaced by a robot or somebody, a computer program may replace you one day. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very important that, we get our minds together, with these jobs, trying to turn a job into a lifelong position, and this going to be everything. And it's just how when things are changing so rapidly and but, and like I said, I've been out of the workforce for so long. I worked with different companies, and and really it's always the same. A lot of times, especially if you're coming in now, managers, you'd be surprised. Managers have a very hard job, and I'm gonna tell you why. Especially new managers, because you are the same when you coming in trying to manage a facility. Okay, and you, I'm speaking to you as an employee. Okay, you're the employee. I'm coming in as a manager. I'll come in with different ideas and things that I think that will help the place be better. Instead of you being open to new ideas and changing, you just like, nah. You want to fight me tooth and nails, fight. Who the hell got time for that? I got a whole family to go home to. If I ask you to do something, I just expect that's just what it is. It's not like really optional. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, it's no respect in the workforce. These kids don't really, they don't just don't give a damn. So it's not a whole lot that I could do. I could work with. I can't really work with anybody like that. So that's why I'm definitely entertaining, always entertaining entrepreneurship, always entertaining being able to start my own business and be my own boss, because truth be told, that is the only, generating multiple streams of income. That is the only way that you're going to sustain yourself long term. Generating multiple streams of income is the only way that you're going to be able to sustain yourself long term, because these jobs are not guaranteed, and we really have to start thinking like that. Invest now in learning skills and things that you could do with your hands. Invest in, tools that will help you take yourself to the next level. Really think about what is needed in your area that you can do that you can offer to your community that, people will appreciate and utilize. There's somebody out there that needs something that you can do really well, and you have to be able to, you gotta, that's the first step in generating money for yourself, and who don't want no money? This is why, and we have to start thinking like that. Every community has small businesses and people doing business with each other because people need things that they might not be able to get that somebody else might be able to have. And it's really bad that we don't have that amongst our community, not because we can't, because we just don't. Because we so used to supporting everybody else, and we don't see anything wrong with it. We don't even think, damn, I'm letting these people go to McDonald's every day, and I like to cook. I could make some burgers and salads and stuff from my house and sell them. And the community, if it's close and, you do a really good job, they may actually deal with you. You know what I'm saying? But we don't ever think about it, and we don't ever look at it like that. So, it's hard. It's hard living here in this place, and, the narrative of the employment, the narrative of the workforce is just, the narrative of the workforce is we're going to dog you out and work you how we want to work you. And you're just supposed to be cool with that. And I don't think that I could be just cool with somebody just working the crap out of me. And I'm giving you my time. My time is the most greatest thing that I have. And minimum wage don't cover it. Time is the most valuable thing that you could give somebody. And when they put a value, when you put a value on my time, you got to make it worth it. Because at this time, my husband cannot have a part-time woman. He cannot have a woman who's a career-oriented. I can't be a career-oriented woman with a husband, because my husband requires my attention, period. And he's going to get my attention, And I think that when you have your priorities in order, that this job and all this other stuff, this thing take on a whole new meaning for your sister. When you have your priorities in order, you really realize, this damn job ain't everything. I'm supposed to have a life too. I'm supposed to have a man. But a lot of times we be having a good time, and we like to go out and live in our Sex in the City life, and we forget, what's important. And before we know it, we done damn laughed and tee-heed and kikied ourselves right out the game, sitting around here looking crazy, and I really hate that, you know what I'm saying, because that's the whole scam. They rob you of your youth. You out here caught up with all kind of drama and BS, and then you turn around, you 45, and ain't nobody checking for you at all. And we'll be right back after this message. Hey everybody, and welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Age Woman Podcast. I know I am crazy, and I know that my traditional thought process is like, oh my God, I can't do it, and she must be this. But I'm telling you, this is how I think, this is how I conduct myself. I'm not telling you guys nothing that I wouldn't do myself. I am your wife coach to help coach you to being the best wife that you could possibly be. I know that you think that you know what you need. I know that you think you know what's going to make your house work. But I'm telling you, the drama begins and ends with you. And the concept and the way that you have to position your mind these days, unfortunately, ladies, you have been brainwashed so bad. The thought process that you would have to obtain in order to successfully navigate a man and really make a man happy, I don't even think y'all capable of that, because you always looking for something in return for your services. You always looking for something in return for your services. It's just like it's going to be an instant gratification with something, and it's not like that. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just the way y'all was raised. You have a very bad sense of self-entitlement. You don't know how to control your emotions. You loud, you raunchy. You don't have no shame about yourself. I mean, I could just go on and on and on. So for you to even change your mind, just for you to even change your mind is going to be changing your mind about everything that you think that you know is going to be told. It's going to be nearly damn impossible. Because who could tell a damn black woman anything? Nobody. I'm telling you something right now. You probably done stop this because you don't want to hear this midway. You know, you don't want to hear this because she crazy. She crazy. She don't know what you're talking about. You're right. I probably don't know what I'm talking about. But I do know this. I do know that a man, you can't have a man in your life and be selfish. You shouldn't even have kids if you're selfish. And a lot of y'all are extremely selfish. You're very, very selfish. And that's part of how you was raised. And I know you don't believe that. I know you think that you can justify it, but at the end of the day, you really can't, because it's just embarrassing. It's not good to the spirit. It's not good, for our next generation. We are a selfish society. And us as women, we're so selfish that it's just to the downfall of our kids. I don't like how he talking to me. So, is he punching on you? It's only a couple of things that I justify to not be with somebody. Now, number one, physical abuse. Like, I don't tolerate physical abuse. You can't put your hands on me because I'm not going to put my hands on you. I'm not going to be all in your face clapping and rolling my neck and all like that. Like, that ain't how I act. So I expect you to be the same way. Right? Right. So the second thing is I don't deal with disloyalty. I don't deal with disloyalty. If you steal from me, I don't deal with you no more. That stealing, I don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And also too, if we just not a good fit, I feel like, if you're not happy with a man, go ahead and leave him and go on to somebody and that you're going to be able to submit to or whatever, and, go get what you need, and you're going to have to be in order. Once you find what you need, you're going to have to commit to this. I have a beautiful friend right now who I'm talking to, and she has met the man of her dreams. I'm extremely excited for her. But she realized that something that she's been chasing for the longest might be too much for her. She literally had to say that, and I've heard her say this forever. This is what I want. This is what I want. And the Most High is so funny that he actually sent that for her, and it was just overwhelming for her, I think. I think that it was really overwhelming for her. And I hate that, because I think that him and her would have made a really good couple. But sometimes when we ask for things, it just be too much for us. It'd be too much, And sometimes we're not prepared for the things that God sent us, because we're really not in that position to even entertain things like that at that time. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the story. That's how the story goes. That's how the story goes. You know what I'm saying? I probably was the same way back in the days. I probably was the same way. Not prepared when I really got that guy that I was supposed to be with and love and respect and all this. I was like, nah, I'm not ready. But, you have to have your mindset to be focused about what your priorities are. If your priorities are to obtain a man, especially if you're trying to obtain a man and you already have kids, the first thing that you got to do is make sure that your house is in order, because God is not going to bless no mess. He is not going to bless no house that has, that's out of order. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just like, you can't never say that another man won't take care of some man's kids, because there are men out there that don't mind taking care of other men's kids because he want to be with the woman. So if it is a man that is like that, if a man does decide to say, your kids are great, I love you, I wouldn't mind being, the kid's stepfather, whatever. If these men are willing to do that, you must have your household in order. You must make this man feel like a king, because nobody don't want to come and step in the shoes of somebody else. So this man everybody in the house should respect him. He shouldn't be arguing back and forth with your kids. Your kids shouldn't be bowing all up in his face and talking to him all disrespectful. This man should get the big piece of chicken all the time. And anybody who say different is just a damn lie. You know, how you not going to make this man a king when he decided to, despite the mistakes that you made outside, he decided to ignore that and still be down with you. And you like, oh no, that's not good enough. Come on, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? I tell you, I'm telling you, some of y'all, a lot of y'all don't even really deserve a good man. Because when you do get a good man, you don't do him right. And then when good women come along, we catching hell from these men because of shit that y'all done did. Because your baby mama, you can't trust your baby mama. Now you can't trust me. What the fuck did I do? I haven't even done anything yet. You know what I'm saying? All these issues. And then we wonder what's wrong with the guys. You know, and the problem is that you cannot choose your man. You cannot choose your man. You know what I'm saying? And we get so pissed off. We be going through this with Mr. Charlie at work. And we go through dealing with all this stress with Miss Karen at work. And then we go home and we want to run our house because we being oppressed at work. So we go home and we take all that frustration out on our husbands, kids, the relationships, our mamas, and everybody because we so motherfucking unhappy. But the reason why you unhappy is because you painted yourself into this foolish ass situation that you don't know how to get out of. I'm telling you, I had to get off that. I had to get off that working train. You talking to somebody who I've been working since I've been 16. And Most High, you know, has been good to me. I have been able to work how I want because I want to, not because I have to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to go back to full-time working and dealing with people no more. And y'all, it's getting worse because the workforce, you get new people in and they just don't have no respect, you know? And I'm speaking to people who are in management, people who shift leaders, anybody, professional women, you see how the narrative is in the office. Anything that you say, if you have color in your skin, anything that you say is perceived hostile. Anything. You're the angry black woman, or you're Respucia, or you're you're Shanae. So either one, even if you don't fit those categories, they're going to put you in those categories because they've already decided who you are. And no matter what you say, they've made up their mind about you, hook, line, and sinker. And if you don't know that, then you are a coon. Period. If you don't know these people judge you, have already decided about you, make little jokes and stuff behind your back about you. If you don't know that, you are asleep. Period. Because they do not like you. And they make it clear. You go through that, oh my Lord. And it's from the ground up. And now with the invention of the cell phone and video camera, it's becoming more and more clear about the contentment and the hostility, how people are being treated in these workplaces. And it's always those good-hearted people that work really hard, that's really passionate, that's the shine and the sparkle to the community, and all of a sudden they do one wrong thing and they're fired. You know why? Because the whole time you was doing all that, you had haters. And you didn't know that you had haters, but you had haters. And your haters was waiting in the rough for you to fuck up so they could take you down. Been there, done that, wrote a book about it. I could tell you the story. You understand? Yes, you are the star. But I'm telling you, and even if you do manage to stay on a job to the point that you're about to retire, I guarantee you in the last few years of you working that job, something is going to happen where you're going to magically just get terminated so that you can't receive your full benefits. I guarantee you, because that is the story of the down south Negro who picked cotton all their life down south of Mr. Chop. That's the anthem. We play them in the end. Ain't nobody gonna get no full retirement benefits. We don't care if you did have perfect attendance. I heard that, and you know what? And I'm gonna correct that. That's not even subjected just to the Negro, because these poor white folks, they go through the same thing. Lady said, I ain't never miss a day at work. She said, and they terminated me. She said they could have kept me over a little bit for referral, just as part of the temporary crew. Say they fired her anyway, despite her perfect attendance. So that lets you know that you don't mean a damn thing. You don't mean a damn thing. You don't mean nothing to the machine, but they bottom line. And the less that they have to pay you, and the least that they have to give you, the better off they feel. Period. I know you don't think that they love you. I hope you don't, because if you do, you a fool. Don't nobody love the slave. The slave is meant to work. And we have been that for a very long time. And you guys got to learn to unplug from these jobs. Stop trying to be so social with your coworkers because you let them in your business. Ladies, it is not wise to be doing too much socializing with the ladies of your job. And because they are very catty, they talk shit, and it's a headache. And you need to go home. If you don't spend the majority of your day at work and you have babies at the house, ain't nobody can get the rest, no more of your time but your kids. That should be it for the rest of the day. That's why it's so important that you already have a man, because you don't have time to go out and date and search for somebody. You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. That's why you have to get your mouth early. You got to get that mouth and that attitude right early in the game so you can lock somebody down. Because I want to see all my sisters with somebody. I really do. I don't want you to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, but these guys not playing. And I'm telling you, with the introduction of Kevin Samuels, telling them what the facts are, I'm telling you, y'all ain't about to stand no chance. These men about to hold y'all accountable for this bullshit y'all on. And unfortunately, it's less of them, so they can be way more picky. So you ladies are going to have to start stepping y'all game up and showing yourself approved, so that these men want to stay and want to do right by you. Because, it's what they say, it's 7-1 in Atlanta or something, 7-3-1 or whatever. I mean, but shoot, even when it is those kind of odds, when it is those kind of odds, you got to step your game up. You know what I'm saying? I'd be damned if another woman come up in my house and talking about my husband start hollering about he want another wife or he want to be with somebody else. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna want nobody else if you everything that he need. Well, I'm not about to be his flunky. Then you about to be by yourself. Because what you won't do, another woman will, happily. Especially if he or she won't. She'll do whatever he wants her to do. So, to take him away from you, she'll do whatever. She fun, she'll fuck him how you want to fuck. She'll laugh, smile at his jokes. Won't talk about his mama. Won't be disrespectful. She'll treat him like a king. Buy him whatever he want, ain't never a problem. She'll do that for your man. All that stuff that you won't do, that you talking about, oh no, she'll do it. She'll do it. Period. And you can say whatever you want. And he don't mind. She'll even help him pay his child support. She don't even care. So you keep thinking that this is a game, ladies. We getting down to the hourglass, to the time clock. The sand is running out the hourglass for us to get in order. A lot of y'all know 2019 made 400 years that our slavery was over. So things are really about to start getting serious any minute now. We don't have a lot of time. Something is going to pop off. And it's already getting real interesting. And it's people who are really rising up in these last days who are really trying to get us in order as a nation of people. And a lot of us, we can't get in order as a nation because, number one, we need guidance as women. We have to have our men with us. We need a man to authoritate and be over us. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I strongly advise, ladies, is if it's any possibility that you could save or go back to any one of your kids' fathers and recoup a relationship with them, you should do it. If it's any way you should. You shouldn't really be trying to seek outside when really a marriage, and especially a child, that's like a marriage, And if it's anything that you could do to facilitate y'all coming together and giving your child a family, that would be beautiful. At least try to make it work with one of them. At least try to make it work with one of them. And I understand we have problems and we have issues, you know what I'm saying? But at least try to make it work with one of them, so it don't look so bad, but a lot of y'all don't give a damn. Y'all tell me, bitch, fuck you. I already know. I already understand, but I do care about you ladies, and I do want to see you do great. That's my goal, to see my sisters rise and be better, But some of y'all just crazy as the hell, and I ain't gonna be able to do nothing with you because you don't want to hear nothing. But that is my time. queenfromcreation@gmail.com if you would like to respond, if you got any comments, if you got any topics that you'd like me to discuss. Make sure you tune into my YouTube channel. It's Nicole Archer. You can also send me a Facebook request, Nicole Archer, on Facebook. And talk to you guys later. Shalom.